Hey everyone, it is Friday, December 30th, 7:33 p.m. and we are live for the last time from my home in Midtown Toronto. I hope you're all having an awesome finish to 2022, and we already have a super chat. Holy shit, thank you, 200 Japanese yen. Arigato, thank you for your support. And I saw that you sent a super chat during my stream yesterday, and I think I missed it. So thank you again for that as well. And I see Word of the Day, Marie Palmer, Michelle, C-Pand, Sunjib, Brad Palmer, Mark S., Marge, Tom Bikes, Sheena Roberts, as the names scroll off the screen. Thank you for joining in, Pine Soul, and everyone else. Welcome to the last of these for a while. MJM, Cody Shaw. Someone's just bothering me on my new Fitbit, which I got over the holidays. Also rocking some new clothes as well. I hope you all had a good Christmas, happy holidays, so on and so forth. So tomorrow will be the video I posted today. Then I'm hoping to do like a last video of 2022, and that should be the January 1st video. And tomorrow night I have plans to meet Ken. I think maybe sometime around 11 p.m. we're going to be going live. Tune into my channel, but if that fails, you can also see it on his. But we're planning on going live tomorrow night around 11 p.m. Rain or shine. I don't think there'll be much shine, but either way, there is rain in the forecast, but who cares? We'll be out there. So feel free to join us for New Year's. I can't make any promises that the countdown will go over well. One thing I'm contemplating doing is just streaming in 720p instead of 1080p. That it's a little less data intensive. The picture doesn't look as good, unfortunately, but when that countdown strikes, everyone starts like FaceTiming and going live on Instagram and all that fun stuff, and then the data networks just kind of suffocate. So to avoid a repeat of what happened last year, hopefully I can find a less busy spot, and hopefully the networks don't crap out, and maybe I'll just do 720p, or I'll lower the bit rate on the 5 or the 1080p stream. Either way, we're going to try. We're going to try to make it work. Clayton Crawford, $10. Johnny, this is not a mistake. Happy New Year. Cheers to you, Clayton Crawford. This is my last 4-track IPA I have in the fridge.
Johnny, this not a mistake. Happy New Year.
I pre-opened it because the last few times I opened these on stream, they erupted all over myself and my keyboard. And sure enough, this one did as well. So I have a feeling maybe this case was kicked around a little bit at the LCBO. But anyways, thank you, Clayton, for the $10. Cheers and Happy New Year to you. And cheers to everyone. That is a long time coming. I don't think I've had an adult beverage in a while. Tech Needs Tea gifted 1 Johnny Strides membership. Who got the membership? Tech Needs Tea, thank you. So one of you out there has been gifted a membership to this channel. Vivian Johnson was gifted a membership by Tech Needs Tea. There we go. Vivian Johnson got it. Our CEO extraordinaire. So Vivian, you can take fun in all the YouTube channel membership benefits, which includes a video I posted a few days ago, an exclusive video, and that's about it. A monthly newsletter. Lisa in the house, hello. So Tech, you're, I think, the only person to ever try out this feature, and that's what, the 3rd or 4th time you've done it. Thank you, Tech. Hope you've had a great holidays, and hope you have a great New Year's Eve. Let me just play a video. I've got a few videos that I've recorded that we can play in the background. We're going to keep this kind of casual, just hang out. Feel free to ask me anything and anything. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. But this is a video I recorded on my way to make the last few videos that were uploaded on the site. So let me turn off that. Arj says, nice new fleece. Thank you. LBHG says someone did it a few times in walking from your stream too. Yeah, with Twitch, I don't think it's so random. YouTube kind of copied that feature from Twitch for their live streams, but it's still a lot of fun. It's kind of funnier the way, more fun the way YouTube did it. Lisa's going up for a fancy dinner in the hood tomorrow night. What hood? Would that be Harvard Village? I'm thinking I'm going to go out for dinner before I meet up with Ken. One last chance to go out. Hopefully support a small business. So this is at King Station, so I'm going to hop on the King streetcar. Something I did as well earlier today. And we are going to head west. However, I was recording this as if it was going to be a regular video. So I do an intro at some point. I'll spin the camera around. Or I'll shut up and stop talking when that hits. Chris Bax's nice haircut. Thank you. Virginia Wedlake, welcome to Silver Tier. Thank you, Virginia, for your support. Welcome to channel membership. You get a cool badge beside your name. Thank you, Virginia. Johnny Strides, are you planning to make videos of Line 3 RT? Yeah, I'm hoping to, CPAN. I'm hoping to cover all the stations. Whoop. Hey, everyone. It is Wednesday, December 28th. The time is 4:07 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 3 degrees Celsius. And this is King Station. I am just leaving. Yeah, I don't know if I'm talking over myself right now. I'm not wearing my earphones, but and for this one, I'll be Tech, this was recorded a few days ago. But this was going to be a transit video that I posted on the main channel, and I just kind of gave up on it. So that's why we are watching it tonight as content. I also have a bike ride. And I have another video from King Street West that also includes transit, although that one's at night. And then another bike. We'll see if we get around to that. Word of the day says weather seems okay. Yeah, it was nice today. It was rainy, but it was like 10, 11 degrees, so it was pretty nice. Jill says, hi, Johnny and everyone. Thank you, Johnny. You really resonate with me, an old Torontonian. Hello, Jill. Welcome to the chat. This is Thank you for the kind words. Mr. Hippo was here earlier. CPAN says it was mild today. Yeah, it was pretty mild. I heard some people going, yeah, they're trying to tell us global warming's a thing. Look at the weather. As if there can't be warm days in winter while the planet still... And it looks like the next streetcar in its way. Oh, no, they said that about the... I overheard them talking. They were talking about the snowstorm. And then they're like, oh, those global warming people are going to be on about today as proof. Like, one day in isolation is not proof of anything, right? Essergot says, it's still funny when you say 10 or 11 is warm, and I think, no, it's not. Are you thinking Fahrenheit? But 10 or 11 Celsius? I don't know if warm is the word, but comfortable. Certainly you don't need a coat. Mike T says, are you a New Year's Eve person, or are you like me and just don't care? Normally I just don't care, but since I'll be out streaming tomorrow, we're going to do our best to give a care. Hello, Fabio says, any plans for the channel in 2023? Similar to 2022 with hopefully more traveling. The Magic Entertainerson's terrible at Pearson. All the luggage stacked up, all the canceled flights, all the horror stories coming out of Sunwing. Yikes. Clayton Crawford, welcome to Silver Tier. Clayton Crawford, cheers. And welcome to membership. Lisa says, I need a jacket. I double hoodied today. Long sleeve t-shirt and then double hoodied. All right, so that streetcar is only going... Just reading some of your messages. Mr. Hippo says, Bombardier Flexicity Outlook coming 3 years ago. The old CLRV streetcars retired. One of those streetcars caught fire, I think, at Lansdowne and Dundas today. There's a video of it online looking pretty bad. But it's quite crowded, and I think there's another one coming up behiand it. Unique says, why are you wearing headphones? I've just started wearing headphones to keep my ears quiet. I can hear outside better than I enable the ambient sound mode. I actually just ordered some new Sony in-ear buds that'll be able to do the same thing. They'll have good noise canceling, and they'll have a good ambient sound mode. So I'm going to keep wearing those, providing they don't like fall out when I walk and stuff when the weather gets better. I just prefer wearing the headphones. John O'Meara is not a hoodie person. I was not a hoodie person up until like my late 20s. And then I got myself a hoodie. So I am waiting for a westbound 504. Not one that short turns either. I needed one that's going to go past Bathurst. Josephine Halligan, 149 pounds. Thank you, Josephine, for your support. Cheers and Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Chris Mills says Soundcore makes... Yeah, I was looking. There's like Soundcore. I was looking through Jabra. There's a brand called Earfun. Because what happened... I bought these a few years ago. Panasonic's. These were pretty highly regarded and noise canceling, your standard Bluetooth bud, but the battery doesn't work anymore. Like, they don't charge. The case doesn't hold a charge, and it won't charge the earbuds. So I don't know if I need a new case, if the whole thing's dead, but call it planned obsolescence. But this is what really sucks with wireless buds, is this every few years you're going to have to throw them out and buy new ones. Because even if they still work, the battery will degrade to the point that they're probably useless. So goodbye these. Hello new Sonys, which should be arriving tomorrow. Lisa says they are excellent. Your earbuds are what brand? Oh, Boltune. I've heard of that brand. I just went with the Sonys because my headphones, these are the most ridiculously comfortable headphones I've ever owned. Like, the clamping pressure is really good. Noise canceling, not bad.
Happy holidays,
not the best.
Jay.
But the sound profile is amazing. They're super, super deep on bass. I love these. So I'm going to stick with the Sony train. The Ottawa Wanderer, Indigenous Power. I believe this is Lisa Palmer. Happy holidays, Jay. Happy holidays to you over in Ottawa, Lisa. Cheers. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much, Lisa. Elizra, can I have your broken ones? You like to tinker with broken tech? Sure. I don't know how I'll give them to you, but I have absolutely no use for them. So as long as you promise to properly e-waste dispose them if you can't fix them. But if you can fix them, you get to keep them. How's that? Unique Design says, wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Lisa Palmer says they had a white Christmas in Ottawa. Awesome. Techniques T says, I know this might be a little weird, but the TTC streetcars sound kind of weird to you. That is a little weird. Do I have any kind of chocolate here? No, I don't. Headphones keep prospective Karens away, a deterrent. I do have less dinguses popping up in my videos than Ken, so maybe there's something to it. Chris Mills repaired a solar panel for the first time. That's way beyond anything I can do. But yeah, I went Sony with audio. It's hard to go wrong with that. They have the Link Buds S and the XM4s. It's all really good stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting them. You're by Bloor and Dufferin. Do you want to meet up on one of my walks one day? Shoot me an email, I guess, and we'll see. I'll bring the broken earbuds with me, and maybe I can hand them off. Hello, Sanjib says, what is the video tomorrow morning? The video tomorrow morning is a certain neighborhood just south of King Street West, between Parkdale and downtown. You should probably be able to figure it out, but that's the video for tomorrow. Codeflix says, hello from Ireland. Hello. Sorry, the Ottawa Wanderer. She is asking, what are everyone's New Year's plans? There we go. Well, Lisa, my New Year's plans are live streaming with Ken. Your watch is a Fitbit, not Samsung. Yeah, I have the Fitbit Versa 4. It tracks my sleep. It tracks my steps. Currently, I'm at a paltry 10,410 steps today. I need to pick it up. Brian says hello from Weston Road. Hello. Codeflix says we love Johnny Strides in Toronto. Awesome. All right, let's ask. Let's make this a poll. You going out for... Don't know yet. Why can't I think of anything witty or clever for the last one? That's how you know I'm having an off night. When I just draw a blank at the witty question. All right, there we go. Are you going out for New Year's Eve? Yes, no, or don't know, or the silly answer. Esargot's mom is a New Year's baby, so we're going out Sunday evening for dinner. Ooh. I hope you have a good night. Where are you going for dinner? New York City? Chris Mills says, dinner with neighbors, then the hot tub without the neighbors. Why not invite the neighbors into the hot tub? Or are they not those kind of neighbors? Tom Bike says, what's your average daily step count for the year? You're almost at 15K. I think I'm hovering around 20. Let me see. Did my old step stuff transfer over from... How would I find out? This week, I'm at 92,000 steps. Then the week before, 92,000 steps. The week before, 86,000. The week before, 88,000. 94,000, 110,000, whatever. I would say I'm averaging about 90 to 100,000 steps a week. You can do the math on. Maybe that's probably less than you, actually. I thought it was over 20, but I have been walking less in the winter. Michelle says you're staying home to watch Johnny Strides. You can also go out and watch Johnny Strides. Hello, Howard. Happy Friday to you. Sunjib. Rocking the earpods. WMD, hello from Deer Park. That's just south of here. Hello. John Street. High fiver. I would look for something between maybe 10:45 and 11:15. We're probably just both gonna stream around the same time. Maybe if one of us is there early, the other one will start streaming while we wait. I don't know. Do you put salt on your food? Depends what it is sometimes. Adam caught a bug, so home alone. Oh, and if you're sick, maybe you don't want to drink too much either. That's unfortunate. Hope you get better. So this is going west along King Street with a view to the south as I roll through Restaurant Row right now. Please look right for traffic when exiting. Sargots wouldn't dare go anywhere near New York City on New Year's in your 20s. Do people still like... To go to the ball drop, you have to go like super early and there's no bathrooms. And I heard that people actually wear like adult diapers. That is not worth it. No event in the history of planet Earth, unless you stand to personally gain massively from it, is worth putting on a diaper and standing inside some super secure area to watch like a ball slowly go down a pole. To go 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year, and then deal with 100,000 people all trying to go to the subway at the same time. Is that... I don't know. That to me does not look like fun. That doesn't look like bucket list material, but it's a big deal. Maybe you'll get to see Mariah Carey screw up her lip syncing like she did a few years ago. Tom Bike says it's good you guys are covering New Year's for Toronto. The TV coverage is pretty bad. Yeah. It was pretty bad for the Santa Claus parade as well. Lisa went to Niagara Falls once for NYE and thought that was too much. Christy has also heard about the diapers. That would be extremely humiliating. Yeah, but people do it apparently. Next stop, Spadina Avenue. Keys to Jong. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Chris Mills says better things to do in NYC. Literally anything else? Oh, well, I don't want to insult you. If you're into that sort of thing, go have fun, be my guest, but not my cup of tea. Jeanette, to start your 2023 IPA fund. Thank you. As we finish off what's probably the last IPA of 2022. Thank you, Jeanette, for your support. Cheers and Happy New Year's to you. Are you in Houston or you went away, right? Didn't you say you were off to the airport to catch a flight? Something to that effect?
It's the start of your 2023 EPA fund. Beer.
Thank you for the EPA fund. So according to the poll, 18% of you are going out, 65% are not. 10% don't know yet, and 6% agree with the statement that is a fact that cucumbers are fruits, along with bell peppers and tomatoes and eggplants. All fruits. Don't say they're vegetables because you would be wrong. SR Gott says Times Square clears out so quickly after the ball drops because everyone has to pee. I imagine 1 year we used to do it at City Hall in Toronto, and there's like some aerial shots of insane crowds there as well. So I don't think it's necessarily a New York City thing, but in New York, I think they like rope you off. So once you're in, you can't get out. I don't know. It all seems not worth it to me. I think Action Kid will be there tomorrow night, though. 21st Century will be watching the Johnny Strides live stream. Sweet. MJ says 2022 was amazing. It was a transitionary year from bad times to slightly better times. I don't know. Yeah, you're penned in and can't leave. What if you want to leave? What if you're like, that's it, I want to go home? Can you leave? You have to be able to leave, and you just wouldn't be allowed back in, right? Wouldn't that be the deal? Do they have like porta potties there, like portable washrooms, and hopefully an awful lot of hand sanitizer to go with those things? Ryan Lewis visited Canada in 99 and 2000. I must say you love the country. You had such a good time, met lots of great people. You hope to visit in summer 2023. Well, hopefully you can make your way back. Word of the day says it was usually freezing on New Year's Eve in Nathan Phillips Square. Whoops, sorry. The beer is kicking in. I've only done that a few times, and I don't remember being frozen, but I was also quite inebriated when that happened. Yeah, Brian, I don't know. And then where do you put it? I don't know. It's not something I want to hear. Ryan says, from Birmingham, England, it was a mild Christmas here, 12 degrees. You visited Canada in 99, 2000. You must say you loved the country. You had a good time and lots of great people. Thank you. Glad you had a good time. Laura says, hello, friends, and greetings from Mexico. Happy New Year. Hello, Laura, and Happy New Year to you. Codeflix can't believe how quickly they built the well on Spadina. I really like that project. It's got kind of like it reminds me of a lot of the skyscrapers in Asia. The one right at Front and Spadina. The rest of it, I'm a little ho-hum on, but I think it's a pretty cool development. It's got kind of an industrial vibe to it that I think looks pretty cool. Sheena says, random question, are you a comic book fan? If so, are you a Marvel or DC fan? Not a comic book fan, but I'm much more of a DC fan movie-wise. I like the darker movies versus the overly jokey, watered-down, every movie is exactly the same Marvel movies. That's just my take. 21st Century, £5. Hi, Johnny. Happy New Year. Hope to see you live stream in Vietnam in 2023. Thank you, 21st Century, for the £5. I definitely hope Vietnam is...
Hi, Johnny. Happy New Year. Hope to see you live stream in Vietnam in 2023. Vietnam, smiley face.
I hope that is the first place I go to, actually. Maybe February or March. I've always gone away at the start of the year. Last year, was it in April when I went to Mexico? That was like, but there was only like a handful of countries that we could go to without jumping through a million hoops. So hopefully I can get out somewhere cool. And I'm definitely targeting Vietnam. Going to Thailand, it just reminded me how awesome it is to go someplace stupidly far away like that. Mark S. says DC is Superman and Spider-Man is Marvel. That is very true. Although Spider-Man is Sony and the rest of Marvel is Disney, right? Something like that. Jeanette likes Dark Horse comics. I couldn't even tell you one of their superheroes. CPAN 72 likes, 217 watching. Thank you. The Ottawa Wanderer, Indigenous Power, yippee ya ya. I thought you were gonna write yippee ki Thank you, the Ottawa Wanderer, for the $2. I was already reading that in a Bruce Willis voice. So 128 people voted, 16% going out. We'll leave this up a few more minutes. 67% say no, not going out. One thing, I don't know if I'm gonna do a Stumbles stream on Sunday. I've got
Yippee-ya.
tonight at around 5 a.m., I've got to wake up because there's a mixed martial arts event going on, Ryzen versus Bellator from Tokyo. Unfortunately, anyone in the U.S. cannot watch it live because you have to watch it on Showtime at 8 p.m. on tape delay for whatever reason. But if you're Canadian, you can watch it. So I'm going to wake up around 5. I'm going to watch that. Then I've got a premiere at 9 a.m. Then I got to go out tomorrow. I want to make a video, come home, edit, upload it, get rid of it. So that'll be the next day. And then I want to go out, have dinner. I have a few friends going out. And then I have to go meet Ken and live stream. And then Sunday is football all day, fantasy football finals. So quite a busy ass weekend coming up. So this is just kicking it off. Shivablin says, "Hi Johnny, what's your favorite moment with Action Kid during his visit to Toronto?" Maybe just the moment we met when he was at the Island Airport taking in the skyline view and riding the streetcar and then taking the subway back up to Midtown. I thought that was pretty cool, just being there for his first experience and taste of Toronto in person. What was your best ever New Year's Eve?
And I have arrived
Probably one in Korea where I was too drunk to remember.
just east of
Codeflix,
Avenue.
love from Ireland, Johnny. We love you.
Hope you
Thank you,
enjoyed that one.
Codeflix, for the
Love from Ireland, Johnny. We love you.
for the tenor. Thank you, Codeflix.
I have another video to record now, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
You're using euros in Ireland? I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't use pounds. But thank you, Codeflix, very much. What is playing now? Oh, this is the start of that video. We already killed that video. All right, let's that's by Strawn and King and Strawn. Codeflix says euros, yes. Claudia says good evening, Johnny and everyone else. Good evening, Claudia. So let's end this poll. Remember to watch my channel tomorrow night, not Ken's. But congrats to Ken. Huge congrats to him for 10,000 subscribers. Awesome milestone. And I think he did a walk today where he did 10,000 steps. Herman Huang, happy almost New Year. Here's to another year of walking, foreign travel, and rants. Thank you, Herman Huang, for the $5. There's a name that has been around the channel for a very long time. Thank you, Herman. It's very much appreciated. Let me just fire up. So the other night, when I did that ride through some Christmas decorations, afterwards I flipped on the camera and recorded my bike ride across downtown.
Happy
So that's
almost New Year.
That's
Here's
what
to
this
another
is.
year of walking, foreign travel, and rants.
just reading through some of your messages. Maroof says, my family wanted to come to my place for New Year's. You said no, you'll be at your dad's place starting the New Year's on the naughty list. That's okay, Maroof. Happy Life saw this sweater at Sport Check. I have no idea where it's from. Nor do I know what brand it is, but it is pretty comfy. Hello, William. William, I met... Was it last Christmas, William, when I met you? I think I was driving up to Niagara Falls and I pulled into the Starbucks off of Trafalgar Road and or Dorville Drive, and there was William. Nice to have met you over a year ago. Lisa says, looks all right on me. It's comfortable. I've got some new clothes. Christmas is when I get new clothes, so I've got some new stuff to wear. As we ride northeast across the city at night. Yeah, this was before the big snow event that happened. So this was a little over a week ago, I think. Yeah, Lisa, I saw you post Somerset on Instagram, stealing my picture. That's okay, I posted your Croft picture. Shivlin says, when you visited NYC last year, did you visit the Roosevelt tram? It's a cable car connecting Manhattan and Roosevelt Island. No, I did not. But I have seen that featured in movies and TV shows. It looks kind of neat. Jenny Kritzkamp is here. Good evening, Jenny Kritzkamp. Vivian says, thank God for moms. Thank God for people who, in my life, who recognize that I do not shop or buy clothes and that Christmas is the one time to load up. Didn't I post a picture of Santa on the roof in Croft Street? No, or I put it in a thumbnail. Kat Stevens says, hi, keep safe. William says, I hope we meet again. Well, if you live out that way, I mean, maybe we'll run into each other at that Starbucks again. Shivbolin says, even Action Kid visited in his live stream last Saturday, and it was great. Cool. Yeah, New York's got a lot of really cool things to explore. Definitely, it's definitely a little bigger than Toronto. Although some New Yorkers, a certain New Yorker watching makes a habit of watching Toronto videos and Toronto real estate videos and probably secretly worships the Blue Jays. Chris Pack says, Johnny, where's a good place to get a haircut at a decent price? I went to Goa, a new place. It's their second location at Yonge and Eglinton. It was $35. I thought it was pretty good. They did a good job. But I really couldn't tell you other than that. But yeah, the going rate for a haircut seems to be around $50-$60 if you go to like a Miami Fades or any like salon. Way too much. It's out of control. So if I can get a haircut for $35 and tip 5 or 10, it's good. I'm happy. I'll definitely be going back to this place. C-Pan says, how's Charlie doing? Charlie is well. We had a walk last night. I picked up, since I had Charlie's house all to myself, I picked up some Papa John's. I bought a pizza that came with like cheesy bread. It was like $17 or something. It was a pretty good deal. Then I walked Charlie, then I got on the bike, came home and watched the Cowboys game. Usually Nate's New Year's resolution is to eat way healthier, way too much takeout and craft dinner. Jesus, Papa John's. It was my first time having Papa John's in like years. It was actually decent. Their cheese bread is super ridiculously good. I recommend it. Pizza, meh. Pizza's just okay, but that cheese bread was awesome. Have I ever been to Poland? I have not, but if I did, I would love to go visit Energylandia. That's a big theme park up there. Let's go. They've added a lot of rides in a very short time, so I'd love to make it up to Poland. Poland. Photography by John Gideon says, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. What are those rails on the road? Those are streetcar tracks. M-Jam. When's Charlie coming to stay again? I think Charlie is... What happened was Charlie's parents, they're a family. They were extensively renovating their home during the pandemic, so they had to relocate. And then there was a period where they're moving back into their home, and because contractors were going in and out of the house all day and the door was going to be wide open, it wasn't a good idea for the dog to be there. So that's why I ended up taking in Charlie. So I don't think I'll be having Charlie here myself for a while. Probably never again, actually. And he's quite terrified of either taking an Uber or going on the subway. So I don't think I'd want to put that poor dog through that either. Chris Pack says cooking a curry would be cool with a chef hat. I do have that swanky chef's hat. I'll need to break that out. I don't know about cooking curry, but we'll make some kind of cooking video happen on the Stumbles channel. I've kind of neglected that channel for a while. Ali BHG says love Charlie. Maybe I'll make a winter walking Charlie video. How's that? We could go down to Withrow Park or something. Dude, make a slow cooker curry. What do I make? Look at this. Look at this. Yep. Let's not mind anyone that might be driving behind me. You know, we'll just cut me off. IBH says bake some brownies. I'm probably more likely to do like a chili or something in the slow cooker. Wouldn't it be fun to get an own dog? It would be, except for when I go away. That would, I mean, what am I going to do? Give my dog to Charlie's owners and be like, here, look after my dog? I don't know. I don't know. That would be cool. I'm certainly never going to have kids. I think we can cross that off the list. Hello, John Burke. Thanks for tuning in. Jenny says, dogs hitting rocks. Send it to your mom. You send what to my mom? A dog? Just put it in a crate and call DHL or UPS up and send it up to... Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. SRGOT says, I'm not having kids either. High five. All right, I'll high five to that. Nothing wrong with people having kids. In fact, I quite admire you. But what just happened there? But if I ever have like a first date, that is just something you have to put out there right away from the get-go. This could be a deal breaker. I never want kids. Never want to adopt kids. Never want to have them, period. Love kids. Nothing against them. Just don't want to have my own. Don't want to be responsible for them. I can barely look after myself. How the hell am I going to look after a kid? SRGOT says, is he turning in the bike lane? What a jackass. Yes, 100%. That is exactly what he's doing. Chris Mills will stick with dogs. Josephine says, likewise, I'm having no children as well. 21st Century says, kids could act your own. I was a kindergarten teacher. Do you believe I taught kindergarten? I'm very aware of how tiring kids could be. Maroof says, never say never. You don't want kids and ended up with 4 and a baby husband. I could proactively get something done that would make it impossible. Odd drivers can't. Yeah, true, MJM. Little kids are cute, but then they become preteens and talk back. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing against all the parents out there. Thank you. You're awesome. You're clearly better than me. It's just not something I can do. Claudia didn't go to kindergarten. SRGOTS gets tired when you're with other people's kids. No thanks. As we go east along College Street through some construction. Sheena's son is turning 11 next month. You're looking forward to the teenage years. It's quite a ways to go. Tom Bike says it's good to have someone to look after you in old age. Yeah, that part might be nice, but I don't know. Hopefully, like VR will be pretty good by then. Hopefully, like drugs will be pretty good by then. Maybe I'll just be taking shrooms every night and putting on a VR headset and riding off to the sunset. That I don't know. I don't know. But it's just not for me. I don't think I'll have kids. I think the teenage years are complicated. Johnny Strides, I'll ask again. New Year's resolutions. Do I have New Year's resolutions? Travel more. Definitely travel more. And when I do travel, more live streaming, less regular videos, I think. That'll be there. Definitely more travel. I started traveling more this year. I mean, I went to Amsterdam, Mexico, and Thailand. Did I go anywhere else? So hopefully we'll do 4 or 5. What is this coming in? Oh, I got spam. I still get all this Korean spam from when I lived there. Yay. Travel more. try to be healthier, maybe. I don't know. Increase my step count. I don't know. Keep doing at least one piece of content every day. I'd like to say like grow my channel and all that stuff, but I'm just willing to let the chips fall where they do on that. Hopefully we'll get to 100,000 subscribers at some point in 2023, but that's not really a resolution, right? That's more like I hope this happens. And it's looking like if it does happen, it'll happen around October or November. Chris Back says YYZ deals for flights are great. Yes, I'm signed up to YYZ deals. I remember working in an office and seeing those emails, and then you're like, oh, this awesome flight and price needs me to, like, A, I have to buy it now. B, I'd be flying out like next Thursday. C, there's no chance in hell I'm going to get approval for that off. So now that the only person that I have to answer to is myself, I think maybe we'll do some of that. Lisa was hoping I'd get to 85K by tomorrow. I think with New Year's, it probably will. If last New Year's stream was any indicator, I think we will. Jeanette says yes to more travel. Can't disagree with that. .com. Ryan Lewis says, love your amazing videos. Encourages me to visit Toronto and spend more time. You've learned about Toronto through my videos. Thank you. And yes, the city, there's been an enormous condo boom, for better or worse, that has definitely changed the landscape quite a bit. Do I read travel magazines? No, I don't. I watch some travel YouTube channels, though. Bald and Bankrupt, Simon Wilson, mostly those. Harold, as I become a little badass and ride in a construction zone here. Claudia says, have you seen the condos in Mississauga? Yep. When you are in Pearson Airport and you look south at Mississauga, it's got a pretty impressive skyline on its own. Or when you're driving along the 403 just to the south side around Square One, it's pretty awesome. Daniel says Bald and Harold are hilarious. They are. That's why I watch them. And I'm glad Simon Wilson is back too. He did a whole lot of World Cup content after his 7 continents in 7 days. I still don't know how the hell he could afford all that. Like, I'm watching his videos, I'm looking at his view count, and I'm like, this guy is spending thousands and thousands of dollars on each video. And I'm trying to, like, I know that's not how you should watch YouTube, like, just enjoy it like a movie, but I'm like, how is he doing this? I don't know, but good for him. Like, awesome. Like, 7 continents in 7 days, including Antarctica, is just nuts. And then he flew back to Argentina for his World Cup videos. Imagine flying to Argentina and, like, making one video out of it. It's, like, pretty nuts. Josh says, good evening, Johnny. I'll finally be revisiting Toronto by the end of March. Awesome. Welcome back in advance. Daniel Smith says, who are we talking about? Simon Wilson, one of my favorite YouTubers. I should make a travel vlog if I want to. I don't know. I think there'll be some more travel stuff. I kind of liked that live stream I did from the hotel in Bangkok, so I could do more stuff like that. I like making the hotel videos. It's weird. There'll be more travel stuff, but I don't know if, like, the typical vloggy style video is really up my alley. .com says, do not ever change the way you interact. It's so expressive and engaging. You have fans for life. Thank you, .com. Thank you very much. Novell Cost, member for 21 months. Wow, John, you look so hot. If I wore that, I'd roast. You know what? Thank you, Novell Cost, for your 21 months of channel membership. And you have a point there. I have my heat on, and I'm actually feeling pretty hot. I'm going to go turn the heat off. Just give me 1 second. Thank you. There we go. That's a little better. I'm 19 months, which feels like a long time. Happy Life says John is cute but hot. Come on now. Yeah, I don't think he meant hot in that sense. I think he meant like I'm physically hot. This thing is supposed to tell me my body temperature, but it's not giving me a readout. Where are we right now? We are, I don't know, we are downtown somewhere. John says referring to the bulky sweater. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it. Where are we? East somewhere. Carlton and Church. There we go. That makes sense. Sorry, I wasn't paying super close attention, but yes. That makes perfect sense. Do you plan to do more videos in the suburbs of Toronto, such as Scarborough as well as Vaughan in 2023? Probably the same amount that I did this year. I need to get up to Markham. There's a few spots there I want to make videos from. Like I did, but when I go to the suburbs, like when I went to Oakville, I did like downtown Oakville. When I go to Mississauga, I did like Port Credit. I definitely like the more urbanized areas, just cul-de-sacs and just that low density stroads, strip malls, just suburbia in general I find kind of depressing, so not really. I would more of a country or city person than suburbia. Any plans on doing a live stream in North York? I've done a lot, Eric, but I'll definitely be back. That's one of my favorite areas to stream from. .com, $30. Your streams have taught me to listen and realize that not everything needs a response or story about an individual, but to communicate, having an opportunity for all to be involved. .com, thank you so much for the kind words and the $30. I didn't think anyone has learned anything from these videos, but I appreciate it.
Your streams have taught me to listen and realize that not everything needs a response or a story about an individual, but to communicate, having an opportunity for all to be involved.
Yeah, that's .com to that effect. That's one of the reasons why I like just doing the premieres. It's not just letting people have an opportunity to chat and interact with one another and watch the video together. I think it's a neat way to experience them. Keys to Jong says, I just got back from San Fran. That is an amazing walking city as well. Never been, but I imagine. Also a really, really hilly city. And they certainly have their challenges in California right now. Lisa says, I'm only going to occasionally compliment you and super chat when you feel that. Womp womp. Jenny K says, Alexa sounds manly tonight. That is not Alexa. Thank you as well for the comments. I'm just reading some of them. All right, Josh, hope you have a great time in Toronto. Claudia, have a good night. Happy New Year's to you in advance. IMG says, hello. It's Richie Poo. Greetings again from beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica. The weather is gorgeous, pleasantly cool here. Hope to be in Toronto soon. Ciao. Thank you, IMG. All the way in Jamaica. Jamaica sounds really good to a lot of Canadians right now, doesn't it? Maybe not today because we had kind of a mild day, but it's gonna be super cold again pretty soon. Streets of Ontario in the house. Hello. Good night, Jeanette. You're going to have dinner. Have a good night, Jeanette, and enjoy your dinner. Got says Jamaica is so nice. You highly recommend it. I've never been actually, but it definitely looks like one of the top Caribbean destinations. All right, Unique Designs. Have a good night. Dave says Niagara tomorrow. No, I think downtown New Year's Eve streaming is on the menu, and maybe I'll go out around noon and just do like a last walking video of 2022. Maybe I'll just do a random video downtown. I don't know. I don't have any ideas. That one, I'll just think about it before I go out. FM 303 says, Happy New Year, Johnny. Hope 23 is a good one for you, mate. All the best. Thank you, FM 303. Hope yours goes well as well. Jenny K says, no, it's supposed to be mild for the next 2 days, which is good because 7 days now without the heat. I think it's going to be raining, though, but that's not a big deal. Hello, Robert Saberwall. It says, hi, Johnny and friends. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting. I covered an area today I haven't covered in a while, but I don't know. Throw out a walk that I could do tomorrow as the last walk of 2023, 2022. I don't know. I'm all out of ideas, but probably something lazy, something like subway station to subway station. I don't feel like taking a bus or going anywhere too far. .com says another year is almost gone. Thanks to the people in my life who listened and being involved without judgment, without conditions, understood and cared no matter what. Those are called your true friends and loved ones. Thank you for the message. .com. Dave says remember that one year we had a blizzard on the way home. Was that when I was driving home from New York or from Niagara? Do you like Swim Out Sister, the band? Don't even know who they are, Albert. Don't even know who they are. Eugenate says the Annex. Haven't I, like, in my mind, I feel like I've annexed the Annex to death? Like, an annex, like, residential, like Bedford Road? Like, I feel like when I cover a stretch too often, I'm starting to feel like this is too often on my bike doing what I'm doing here. I feel like it needs to like sit for a month and like incubate before I go back. Like I feel like Dundas Square and like those areas are kind of in that position now. Queen Street West is kind of like that. Maybe if I went to like Parkdale and did West Queen West, but like between Bathurst and Yonge, I feel like I've overdone. Sometimes I gotta put some of the more popular areas on the back burner and try not to burn them out too much. Just reading some of your messages. Novell says we need a walk through Centennial Park south of the airport. There's an idea. Maybe that's not a December 31st idea, but there's an idea in Novell Cost, and that's a pretty good one, actually. I haven't been to Centennial in a while. Judith Dehaney says, Johnny, I'm surprised I haven't bumped into you yet. You're everywhere. Look out for me. I'm always riding my baby blue Dutch bike. Stay awesome. Judith, feel free to track me down anytime you see me. I'll try to remember that it's you. But thank you. I'm always welcome. Today I was recording and someone actually like ran up behind me and jumped in front of the camera and got one of the vids. So that was kind of neat. There are bike trails north of Steeles. There are. When the weather is better, that'll be a good place. Parkdale is my favorite place in the city, says Coflex. King Street or Queen Street, or just Parkdale in general? Heinzel says a Humber River walk, perhaps. There's an idea. Esplanade is an idea. Esplanade is a great idea, Eugenate. That is a great idea. That's an easy one. Do you plan to take rides on the Scarborough RT? Yes, I'm hoping to do videos of every station before they go and take a ride. Anyone remember a bar called Devil's Martini? I remember Devil's Martini. King Street West area, right? Like King West and Brant, somewhere around there. It was like Portland. Wasn't it King West and Portland? Just like a block north of that on the east side. That was a pretty normal, like a regular place that my friends would go to. I often wouldn't go there, but I do remember people often going there. Codeflix is mainly Raunchy, I guess, but Queen Street is great too. Yeah, I haven't done Raunchy in a while, have I? I last did the Polish Festival in fall. Maybe Raunchy and Parkdale. Maybe that'll be the last day. What about Queen East and the beaches? I'm hoping to do that in the very near future. I have that planned out already. Codeflix says, Johnny, that guy earlier was my former Irish roommate who jumped out in your video. You have a lot of Irish followers. Oh, today in the purple shirt. Awesome, Codeflix. Very, very friendly guy. Kind of freaked me out a little bit hearing footsteps coming behind me. You know, you never know if you're going to get jumped or something. Stephen Collins says that if you go to Centennial Park, there's a nice plant conservatory there too. There's also a par 3 golf course that I've played at, and there's a go-kart track which won't be open, and there's also a little ski hill. Just reading some of your messages. MK says, Chester Hill, look out please. Would you consider doing a walk around Chinatown with me, Dennis Nguyen? Drop me a comment or leave me a message. and that might be something to explore. Alwyn says, hello, Johnny. Happy holiday. I think I might saw you on the street last week. I think that probably happens a lot, actually. All right, neat. Codeflix. Bloor west of High Park. I also did that the same day I last did Roncy. I did the Ukrainian festival up on Bloor west of High Park. There's an idea. Maybe I could even go more west of there. Around Royal York? I don't know. I'm feeling tomorrow might be kind of a lazy one, though. It might just be a downtown one. And we'll try to fire it up and get a little more adventurous in the new year. Mark says, is it legal to drive an electric scooter in the street in Ontario? Because it is not in Quebec. Only in certain cities, Mark Andre. Unfortunately, Toronto is not one of those cities because we have a very brain-dead city council and mayor who did not sign up to the province's very reasonable e-scooter pilot program. So although it is not legal, and therefore I can't officially tell you to do it, lots of people do. I even had a police officer tell me just wear a helmet and follow the rules and no one is ever going to say anything to you, which is what I do, but it's actually not legal in the city of Toronto, again, because we have a brain dead city council. That's all there is to that. A lot of my Irish friends are from Kildare, just beside Dublin. Neat. Anyone remember the name of a place next to the Black Sheep north of Shepherd and Yonge? I don't. Albert, when did that happen? I'm just learning of this now. Winters are cold, but I feel it makes everyone appreciate the summer more. Yeah, I mean, we've got 4 pretty distinct seasons here, although some of them are longer than others, unfortunately. FM says, in regards to new content, top 10 lists, new style content in addition to the good stuff. Top 10 churches, bars, UFC fights, subway stations. UFC fights. I would make that MMA fights. Not just UFC fights, but I have actually a few of those planned for this channel. One of them, I've already done my whole script kind of write-up, where I'm going to go place to place. I've done all my homework and research. A lot went into it. I just have to get out and make the actual video, but there is like a top 10 themed video coming soon to Johnny Strides. Sargot says aging hipsters. Oh, sorry, Albert is asking her. And she says, no, Greeks. Yes, we're in Greektown, of course, because much like my e-bike ride last night, I'm ending in a very similar area. Josh looks forward to trying A&W, Pizza Nova, Tim Hortons, and some Asian joints over there. I would de-emphasize Pizza and Pizza Nova. Yeah, there are staples, but they're honestly like 3 out of 10 as far as
Take care
goes. Festivals is a good topic to be on the list as well. Yep. Have the Cloud Gardens reopened yet? I think it's on Richmond. I don't know, Stephen. David Clippert, $8. Take care. Thank you, David. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much for the $8. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for your support and Happy New Year. Naughty Brown, here's a real question. How do you recover from your partner lying and then you find out he's been seeing the ex he swears blind he wasn't? I have evidence. So pissed off. If this is your active partner, why are they still your active partner? That would be my question. Unless you are okay and feel like tolerating people who lie. I don't know. I'm not Ann Landers, but I would leave that one out at the curb when the garbage truck rolls around. Clayton Crawford says, would 25 people following me on Twitter in 3 days be considered good? I have no idea, but it sounds good to me, Clayton. Thank you, FM303. Johnny will just do a walk crawl around his couch on New Year's Day. That's a good idea, Judith. I'll be watching fantasy football because my team is in the finals. So we're looking forward to that. Jumbo TV with some good advice. And there goes the night bike video. MJM says do another poll. What would the other poll be exactly? All right. I'm just looking forward to a chilled New Year's Eve at home, ordering a pizza with beer or some wine and a nice movie. Does that make me boring? I'm done with going to jam-packed pubs and discs. I think you meant discos, Kartik. There is nothing wrong with doing the alone thing by yourself, or even if you're with friends at home. Stay in if you want to stay in. Go to a movie if you want to go to a movie. I don't know. Just do whatever you want to do. Nobody is judging. And if they are judging, they're an asshole. Yes, you are correct. PM Trudeau and his family is visiting Jamaica for a 1-week vacation. We will send him back to Canada in one piece. You don't have to send him back. You can take him. That's fine. We'll get by just fine without him. But I hope he enjoys his vacation there. Albert says, do you like Joe Rogan's commentary on UFC? He's kind of aloof these days. He's definitely lost his touch. He's got some very bad takes when it comes to judging as well. So I think he's kind of losing it. Go has free rides from 7 p.m. tomorrow night, says Chris. There you go. Happy New Year, says Michael Nguyen. So this video, this is tonight. This is after the video I recorded. So we are at King and Bathurst. And I was going to walk. I had 20 minutes to get to the subway station before my free transfer expired, and it was going to cost me $3. So I decided I was going to walk from here to St. Andrew, but then I saw the streetcar coming, and I was like, oh, snap. If I jump on that streetcar, I'm going to save $3. So that's what this is.
1, 2, 3.
There is Jomo, definitely. I don't even know what that is, Kartik. Rogan has made friends with a lot of fighters, so his commentary is biased. It's biased. I also don't even think he watches that much anymore. He seems like he's out in left field half the time. Hey, Johnny, can you make some comment? I don't know if we're going to do that tonight, Sanjay. Actually, yesterday I sat down and I went through like a week's worth of comments, so I got kind of caught up on those. The consensus naughty seems to be to set this one free. TTC offers free subway rides tomorrow morning starting at 7 p.m. on New Year's until 8 a.m. But I don't think they did that during the pandemic. I think they were trying to discourage people from going out, even though last year it was still absolutely packed. I think that was part of the messaging, was like, don't come out, don't join a big crowd of 1 million people, but people still did anyways. And I'm guilty of that. I was there recording. All right, I'm going to go get myself a bubbly. I'll be back.
Next stop, Portland Street.
We have transitioned from beer to cherry bubbly. Lisa says her mom tried bubbly and hated it with her entire being. How can you hate sparkling water? Sparkling water is excellent. This video is so clear. I don't think this part is clear. I actually stopped recording out the back of the train. 3 girls walk on and sat right next to me, and I felt like an idiot standing up backwards, pointing my camera at the back of the window while they're all just kind of looking at me like. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and casually hold the camera in my hand as if it's not a camera. Jahan says, is it safe to take public transportation? It's as safe as anything. It's as safe, probably safer than walking down the street or being in a car statistically. So I don't see any reason not to take public transit. I mean, you hear about incidences, but when you consider how many people are on transit every day and then think of all the car accidents that you don't hear about, it's probably the safest place you could be at any given time outside of your own apartment. I'm just speculating, but I think it's a very safe thing. But yeah, pay attention, and because there are some unhinged people, a few more than there probably should be in our transit system these days. Christo says transit in NYC is a different story. There was a man screaming about Jesus and running up and down the 510 yesterday. That is unsettling and can make people uncomfortable, but as long as these people aren't violent and they're not physically or verbally assaulting anyone, I'm of the opinion just to let them be. But assault is not cool, and that is something that needs to be dealt with. But yeah, we have I mean, it's a big city. You're going to get those characters, right? It's pretty much unavoidable. Yesterday I learned the price of the red wine in France is €4. In Canada it's $20. $20 is a pretty cheap bottle here. It's like standard gifting price though. If I'm going somewhere and I'm bringing wine, it's probably a $20 bottle, but it'll be one that like no one will recognize, so maybe they'll think it's more expensive. Kartik rode a streetcar today and it stunk of alcohol and other horrible stuff. Yeah, that'll happen.
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Just reading some of your messages. Isn't this the most fascinating video I've ever recorded? Just sitting here watching the world go by from my view. Why are some international wines cheaper than Canadian wines? I don't know, Henrique. No idea how that works. So I wouldn't even want to speculate on it. Lisa went to the Ago today, and as per usual, it was fantastic. The Frank Geary designed Art Gallery of Ontario on Dundas Street in the Grange Park neighborhood. What app do you use to add the video to your live stream? OBS. Pretty standard live streaming program. I think most people that stream either use OBS or Streamlabs, which is basically a reskin of OBS. Chris Bax says your videos are therapeutic. Thank you. SR Gotts uses OBS as well. SR Gotts is a TikTok machine, right? Almost every day there's a new TikTok, sometimes 2 a day. I'm still bitter. TikTok took down my last video. The same video that I put up as a YouTube short. YouTube had no problem with. TikTok says I violated their community terms of service. And I was like, what? For inciting or promoting violence. And I appealed, and they rejected my appeal. Like, what? I have no idea what TikTok is smoking, but there was nothing wrong with that video. So now I am not too happy with TikTok and not too motivated to upload more content. Ecamm for Mac users, I think, says Judith. OBS is also on Mac as well. I've never heard of Ecamm, but maybe. Travel Walks has just started walking tours in Hamilton. Any suggestions or advice? Make videos that you want to watch. I don't know, watch and just copy how others have executed it. But Hamilton's a city I need to explore, so yeah, I don't know. I think the more urban, the more busy areas are probably going to do better from a views point of view. Chris Mill says no TikTok for this cowboy. Isn't TikTok Chinese? TikTok is owned by a company that's essentially controlled by the CCP. So in a way, yeah. If you were singing and dancing and making an ass out of yourself, they would be cool, says Jenny K. Michelle Gray, same problem here, unfortunately. Christos, I think those are channel members, actually. Just reading some of your messages, maybe. At least it says Hamilton's kind of cool. It's got kind of a gritty Pittsburgh feel to it. Prince Stubbs says 242 Bahamas, baby. I don't know what you mean by that, but welcome to the chat, Prince Stubbs. Henrique says TikTok is very aggressive in data collection and use. It is, so much so that I think it's banned on a lot of federal devices in the US. I don't know about Canada, if they've banned it. It's also, I think YouTube is more like quality content. TikTok is more like meme and super short attention span content. Not that your content isn't amazing, SR Gods, but I think they're just serving two totally different purposes. IMG says TikTok is angry because most universities, Congress, and the Senate in the U.S. are banning them. Dave W. is 90 miles north of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, also the U.S. steel town, right? So we are... I get off here at St. Andrew because I didn't want to miss my free transfer. I should have gotten off closer to Yonge and just gone to King Station. It's actually better if you're going to King Station not to take the streetcar to Yonge, but to get off at Bay and then just walk. It'll be quicker. I guarantee you it'll be quicker if you're on the eastbound King streetcar. Don't go to Yonge if you're going to King Station at Yonge. Get off at Bay and walk a block west. I guarantee you it'll be faster. Judith has heard of DaVinci Resolve. It's a bit fidgety though, according to I use DaVinci Resolve Studio. I think it's the best editing software, but it's not for live streaming, so that's something completely different. Resolve also runs pretty well on the new Macs. Essergot says ADHD, so TikTok is perfect. Look at those skies. Look at the... I should have recorded a video in this tonight. When you get... I don't know. Just the combination of the lights and the wet ground. Oh no, we're going inside. All right, C-Pand. Get some sleep. Have a good night. What camera do I use for my videos? I use... these things, both of which are on their last legs and having issues. A Pocket 2. But I've also got a GoPro, a DJI Action. I've got a bunch of the old Pocket 1s. I don't know. I'm waiting for the Pocket 3. Jenny K says, your sunset video this morning was quite nice. But nobody watched it. I thought it was one of my best videos, but it didn't have a great... not many people watched it. But the people that did watch it, when that happens, when not a lot of people watch a video, I look at the watch time, and it's got an average watch time of like 5 minutes longer than my average video. So the people that do watch it more than my other stuff, which is cool. But for whatever reason, people aren't just clicking on it. It's got a very low click-through rate. Maybe the thumbnail or the title. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it. We're going to... See, that's what a lot of people on YouTube will do when something falls a little flat. They'll go back to it and they'll redo the title, they'll redo the thumbnail, and they'll try to repackage it, and sometimes that'll re-kickstart your videos. But when you do a video every day like me, that's just exhausting. I'm just willing to like let it do whatever it does and be done with it. I almost never go back and redo a title or thumbnail. Almost never. So we'll just let it be what it is. Why do you have so many gimbal cameras? Well, this is what I do. I mean, I like having two cameras because when I record multiple walks, I don't have to worry about battery life. I've got two fully loaded cameras. So that's the main reason why I always take two with me. Sheena loved this morning's video. Thank you. SRGOTS uses Shotcut for editing now. It's easy, but you want to upgrade to better software at some point. DaVinci Resolve is free. I don't know if you're on Mac or Windows. I think if you're using Shotcut, you're probably on Windows, right? But get DaVinci Resolve, the free version. It's like professional grade software. It really is. It's awesome. And then maybe you could upgrade to the studio version, but you might not need to. But I would definitely switch to Resolve. Maybe, Henrique, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink it. It is what it is. Lisa's New Year's goal is to learn Photoshop. So you want to pay a monthly subscription fee to Adobe? That's why I use Affinity Photo. Bart Ford says, Happy New Year, Johnny. Thank you, Bart. Happy New Year's to you. How do you film without people noticing the camera? You just have to ignore people. I think maybe there's something a little more engaging about Ken. He's a little bit more like, yeah, so what? What are you going to do about it? I'm a little more like, look the other way, point the camera the other way, like, okay, let's not get into a confrontation. He's a little bit more like, I can film, I have a right to do, like, I don't know. But he definitely seems to attract more people. Although this guy here, I think there's a guy talking to me right now about my camera.
How much are those things going for? They're about 400.
Did you see that guy walking by? I think that's...
Yeah, but the audio's not very good. So.
But the visuals are good.
Yeah, well, it stabilizes it, right? So like you can move it around and it'll kind of...
How many gigs of memory does this have?
I have a 256 card. You have to put your own card.
You can put up to whatever you want?
Yep.
Sir Gotts, are you on an M1 or M2 Mac, or are you on an Intel x86 Mac? Because if you're on an M1 or M2, I think Resolve runs much better than an Intel Mac. Lisa loves questions like that. Yeah, super friendly guy too. Just reading some of your messages. Hey Johnny, do you get out of Toronto and venture to other cities? I went to Montreal recently and Ottawa, but not so much in Canada. I need to do more of that in 2023. Gordon Freeman lived in Toronto in the past, enjoying your videos. Thank you, Gordon, for the $5. Happy New Year's to you, and glad you enjoy the videos. Thanks for the support. And we are at 288 viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like. Tomorrow night, I'll be hopefully live streaming with Ken. Murph says, my husband purposely does it and goes well. You have... That's funny.
Lived in Toronto in the past, enjoying your videos.
Did you ever get questioned while you're filming? Yeah, I do sometimes. That happens. I just brush it off. So I think we're just about done this video. If you're planning domestic travel, QC is amazing. Action Ken went there and it was spectacular. Essergot says the M1 MacBook Air. I think you'll be fine, even if you only have the 8 gig version. I think you'll be fine for a DaVinci Resolve. Jenny K says if I don't fall asleep before midnight, you'll be there. Ecamm worked wonders for your piano studio during the pandemic. It was like running a TV show. That sounds like good software, Judith. Maybe Essergot should look into that. If you get a sponsor to travel and vlog your goal, I get sponsorship offers every day. I just don't like dealing with it. It's a lot of obligations. There's a lot of stuff in there. Like, I don't know. I just very rarely, like when people want to send me shit, like, hey, we'll give you an e-bike. I'm like, yes. We'll give you some piece of tech you want. Yes. But when it comes to like, I did like an extra wallet insert, and I've had like VPNs, and I've had all kinds of stuff like that. Try to do sponsors, and I'm just at the point where I don't have the space, like the time or the mental capacity to spend hours doing like an insert for a VPN into my walking video, if that makes sense. So I don't normally deal with sponsors. It's just not something I've done a whole lot of. But when they offer to send me stuff and there's no obligations or strings attached, I usually take the bait and say, okay. That's why I get so many damn e-bikes all the time. Christo says Ridge Wallet. No, Extra Wallet. I used it. I liked it. It was a cool wallet. I've just moved away from it. But yeah, I did a sponsorship with Extra Wallet before. Jelly Bean says Surfshark. Elian Lou says hi, hello, and I am out of content. I do have one more video I could play, but I think we're pretty much at the end of the line here, so we're going to wind this down. Geronimo says, Happy New Year to my son Ken Lacimento, or Lacimento. 11 years, we don't have communication. We miss him so much. The address, Eglinton West. Well, Happy New Year's, Geronimo. I hope your son got the message. What is this going on? Who or what? Oh no, someone from my contacts is on TikTok. Lisa says wrap it up. Yeah, we are Done our last home stream. I don't know if I'm going to live stream on Sunday night on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I'm thinking I'm going to be just exhausted and not
Johnny,
up
thanks
for
for
it.
all the fun for 2022.
Clayton Crawford, Johnny, thanks for all the fun for 2022. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you for your efforts with your creative writing and your newsletters. You did say you would be finding a new platform for 2023, so good luck to that. Thank you, Clayton. Johnny, here's a second gift. Clayton is very much appreciated. No need to do the gifts, but I appreciate it. Happy New Year's to you. Travel Walks is the DJI Pocket 2 allow you to stream. Yeah, but built-in streaming to cameras is shit. I would just not do that. Speaking of walking, if you've been tiptoeing around online security lately, check out Insert the Blank VPN. They've offered my viewers a 15% discount on a 6-month subscription. So check out the link below. Yeah, maybe we could do something like that. I don't know. I doubt I'm streaming, Marquez. I doubt I'm streaming on Sunday night. But we're going to call this one a night. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thanks to our mods. Thanks to Tech Needs Tea for gifting a membership to Vivian Johnson. That's a lot of fun. Thanks to everyone who sent support. Congrats to Ken. I will be live streaming tomorrow night around 10:45 to 11:15, I hope, for New Year's Eve. If the quality is a little bit lower than usual, that's just because I'm dealing with crowded networks on New Year's Eve. But yeah, huge thanks to everyone. Happy New Year's. If I don't see you again, I'm going to try to have a video up tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. EST. So if you want to hang out and chat, I will be in the chat at 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning as well. So huge thanks to everyone. Last year was an awesome stream. It was my biggest stream ever, Mike T. So hopefully we can repeat the magic, and hopefully Ken has a big one as well. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Stay warm, stay safe, and yoink. That was supposed to end there, so we're going to double yoink. All right, Jenny K, Judith, Dave, Vivian, and everyone else. Novell, Codeflix, Happy New Year's. Yoink.